time for baseball on MLB Network. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Carlos Martinez, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Carlos Martinez, one of the biggest arms in the game of baseball. Electric fastball, 95 to 99 miles an hour with movement up, down, in, and out of the zone. Powerhouse slider, and I mean as good as any slider in baseball. His changeup has gotten better. If Carlos Martinez brings his A game, he has the chance to throw a no-hitter every time he takes the mound.
Here's a strike. Our temperature, hot but not overly hot, 87 degrees here at first pitch. Now the payoff pitch home. Hit on the ground to short. DeYoung fields it cleanly, and there's one away. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. He comes into this one having taken the starter deep in 3 prior at-bats. That's a pretty good indicator that he likes facing this guy, and he sees the ball well out of his hand. He could be in for a big game.
Here's Javier Baez. His head-to-head numbers against Carlos Martinez. He's totaled 4 hits in 24 at-bats. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third baseman, Chris Bryant.
So in now for Chicago, Chris Bryant. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Well, Dero, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Pham is in pursuit. He can't get to it. This one's down. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
That's a pitch he'll look back on and relive tonight when he's lying in bed. A pitch away from posting a 0 in the first, and he makes a big mistake, and he pays the price. So now he's got to work on leaving him out there at second base.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Anthony Rizzo. And now following the 2-out double, he's got a chance to drive in a run here. Here's the 1-1. And he fouls this one off. And oh, pretty nonchalant that time by Molina as that pitch gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
The 2-2. A little bouncer. But that one rolls foul. Bryant at third with 2 away. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Cubs strand one. Nothing for the Cubs to start. Cards coming up next. You're dialed into MLB Network. John Lester is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, John Lester's done just about everything in the game of baseball. Not an overpowering guy. 92 to 94 miles an hour. Good overhand curveball. Has mixed in the cutter. His changeup has gotten better. The only knock on John Lester, not a real good fielding pitcher. He holds base runners on really well, but he's not really good at fielding bunts and throwing the ball around the diamond.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. His past history against John Lester, he has a 3-for-12 line. Popped him up. Contreras has a play. One down. And now here's Mike Matheny's starting lineup for the Redbirds. How do they go about taking down their division rival, Mark DeRosa?
A huge key I see for this lineup is they're going to have to make this defense work. They're not afraid to kick a baseball around. If they can put the ball in play and make this defense beat themselves, they don't even have to worry about running into a 3-run home.
Stepping into the box, Tommy Pham, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Breaking ball in for a strike. The 1-2. Bounces in the dirt for a ball.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Here's Lester now on 2-2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Batting third baseman, Matt.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Matt Carpenter. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. The 3-0 pitch. Finds the zone, strike one.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholding a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Left fielder, Marcell.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. His past history against John Lester. He's a .375 hitter. He's taken him deep once. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Still even at 2-2. 2 out with the man at first. Popped up. Contreras moving to his left, and that retires the side. 1 left for the Cardinals, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. The 2-1. Takes this the other way to right. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2. And it's fouled away. Set to deal on 2-2. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Addison Russell waits on deck. Count still full, 3-2.
You could tell he was guessing right there, and he certainly wasn't guessing changeup. That pitch was in his wheelhouse, and he was late.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first down.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And we have to focus on Matt Carpenter right here. This guy bounces around, can play a number of different positions, and has a good enough arm to play them all and play them all at a high level.
Here's Addison Russell. His head-to-head numbers against Carlos Martinez. He has 7 hits in 26 at-bats. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
To 2-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full, 3-2.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Now a changeup just off the plate as that misses for ball 4.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Coming to the plate now, Jason Hayward, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Counts even to Hayward, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Contreras on second. Russell is over at first with 1 away. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And he's in there safely as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
Always nice to get some run production from the bottom of your order, right? That double brings in 2 runs, and the top of the order is coming up here. This could really be a big inning.
Stepping in now, John Lester. Hit out towards second. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Center fielder, number 5.
Into the box now, Albert Almora. Second appearance here. He grounded out to start the ball game. A 1-1. Is a slider taken in the dirt.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally he'd be closer to 27 instead.
Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point.
Come on, Cardinals.
High in the air out to center field. Pham moves over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Cubs lead this one 2-0. The next to bat for St. Louis, Yadier Molina. A matchup with John Lester now to lead off the inning.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Here's Molina around first. He'll try for 2. And he will make it there as the Cardinals get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Now in the box, Jose Martinez. No one out with a runner at second. And misses badly on a pitch down in the dirt. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. He stays alive, still 2-2. A runner at second, nobody out. This is line to left. Schwarber is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at Chris Bryant down at third base today, playing the hot corner. And he's a guy that can move around. The manager can put him in the outfield, but his home is at third base. He's got the arm to get it done, a strong arm. He can go behind the bag and make big-time plays, and nice soft hands.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeJong. His past history against John Lester, he's gone 2 for 8. He also has 1 home run. Count remains full. Molina leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
Into the box now, Colton Wong. One on its way from Lester. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Hayward back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. So in now is the Cardinals pitcher, Carlos Martinez. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Swing and a little tapper. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Cards strand a couple. They trail it here 2-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Javier Baez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
one of the keys to securing a win. They want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Well, when you go with a slider there on a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Chris Bryant. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Come on now, let's get a K right here. Let's go.
Line drive to left. Ozuna arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Into the box now, Anthony Rizzo. That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2. The 1-2. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. The 1-2 misses, ball 2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
Baez leads off first with 1 away.
Runner
Goes. That's a strike to throw down. Short hop, but he's out. Great play to pick the throw and slap the tag on him to end the inning. Another look at the throw down that results in a third out on the bases. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Digging in to try it again, Dexter Fowler, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. 3-2 pitch. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out. Well, that was certainly a tough play, and worth taking another look was Showtrack. Seemed to get a pretty good read off the bat, carved out a nice route, and ended up covering over 110 feet to make the play. I'm sure he's happy with himself about that one. In now, Tommy Pham. And he'll lay off the cut fastball here as this misses off the plate for ball 4.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Into the box, Matt Carpenter. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. In the dirt here. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
Working for the punch out and the offering. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Standing in now, Marcell Ozuna. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. 2 out here and a runner at second. 2-2 to Marcell Ozuna.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2-2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
Count still full, 3-2. Another payoff pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
Ready for another chance? Yadier Molina. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Digging in for his second at-bat, Wilson Contreras. He singled his last time up. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. High in the air out to center field. Pham sprinting after it. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting.
The next Cub up, Kyle Schwarber, comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the 2-1. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. 2 runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Oh, he had him fooled there. It's 3-2 now. A bouncer to the left side, taken in by Carpenter. Throw on to first will get him. Scored at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Striding in once again, Addison Russell. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order, but they're on top 2-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Martinez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd, with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat, that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work, but I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeJong. 3 balls and a strike to the Cardinals shortstop.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count.
you have a chance to do some damage, you know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Hard hit to first. Rizzo was there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Second baseman, number 16, Colton Wong.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Colton Wong. He flew out in his last at-bat. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2. Fouled off. He'll try again. 1-2. Line drive to left, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Hey, they always say hitting in the 8-hole in the National League is one of the toughest jobs to do because you're hitting in front of the pitcher. Not necessarily going to get pitched like an 8-hole hitter. You want to get out of that spot? Guess what? Newsflash. Be better. Because basically every other hitter in the lineup is hitting in front of you except the pitcher.
Into the box now, Carlos Martinez. Cardinals pitcher up there with a 1-2 count. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Stick around because Jason Hayward will lead things off when we come back. It's the Cubs 2 and the Cardinals nothing. And there is Jason Hayward. A matchup with Carlos Martinez to lead off the inning. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. On a line, that's a base hit.
Hey, right here, anytime the leadoff hitter gets on in front of the pitcher, it puts the defense on notice. You're going to see the third baseman creeping in. You're going to see the first baseman crashing, trying to get that out at second base. But if not, make sure of one.
Stepping in now, John Lester. Now a bunt attempt here, and he'll pounce on this quickly to tag him out.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
Into the box, Albert Almora. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. Hayward, the runner at second with 1 away. 3-1. The 3-1. Fouled away. There's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit. The tag's there, and he's out trying to steal third. Great throw.
Now batting, second baseman, Javier Baez.
Here's Javier Baez, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. The 1-1. Is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Popped him up. Molina is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. They're up 2-0. Here's Dexter Fowler now. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. The 2-2. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Another try at 2-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Schwarber on the move. He's there and records the first down.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Ready once again, Tommy Pham. It was a walk in his last trip. In quickly is Hayward. Can he get there? He cannot. He'll play it on the hop. It's a 1-out single.
You know, it's funny. The first 2 strikes are for the fans. You're trying to put balls in the seats right there. With 2 strikes, it's for the team. You got to shorten up and find a way, and that's exactly what he did right there. Soft liner into right field for a base hit.
Striding in, Matt Carpenter. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Fans off and running. Pitch misses low. The throw down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
It's not easy to steal on a catcher that has a good arm, but he did just that and beats that throw into second base.
Two and 2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Grounded to the right. Rizzo is there. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
The left fielder, number 23.
Digging in once again, Marcell Ozuna. It was a walk in his last trip. Pham on third with 2 out. And he missed with it there. Ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third.
Now batting, number 4, catcher, Yadier.
Ready for another shot now. Yadier Molina, and their runners at the corners now.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
Swing and a line drive, but this is foul near the seats.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Hayward has a read on it, and that ends the inning. Cards strand a couple. They trail things here 2-0. Here's Chris Bryant now.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Hit on the ground out to short. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
In now, Wilson Contreras. Oh, it's hit to third. 5, 4, 3 on a nice dig at first, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More ahead from St. Louis right after this. Into the box, Jose Martinez, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Almora in pursuit, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Into the box now, Paul DeYoung. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
Throw on to first, and one shortstop rounds out to the other, one away.
Second baseman, number 16.
So striding in, Colton Wong. Last time through was a base hit. Martinez leads off second with one gone in the inning. Pops this one up. Full extension, but he can't make the catch. That's strike one. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. Bryant is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Jed Jerko will look to provide a little two-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 2-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
You see that swing right there? You know what that tells me, boys? That this pitcher is doing his job right here, but also the offense is obviously not picking anything up today.
2 out here and a runner at second. The 2-2 one more time is looked at for ball 3.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Now the payoff pitch home. Locks him up for strike 3. Cards leave 1. They're down 2-0. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Ryan Sheriff is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 65, Ryan Sheriff.
So stepping in, Kyle Schwarber. Third trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. The 0-2 pitch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, shortstop, Addison Russell.
Here's Addison Russell. He went down on strikes last time up. Bases are empty, 1 man out. The 1-2 is looked at off the plate for a ball. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Here now the 2-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 2-2 one more time. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Ozuna is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second
Now
out.
batting, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Here's Jason Hayward now. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Here's Dexter Fowler now. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Looped out towards short. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Tommy Pham.
Stepping in now, Tommy Pham. He ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Fowler gets his lead at first, nobody out. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Steve Cishek will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Ben Zobrist will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 18, Ben Zobrist.
Throw over to the bag, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily.
All right, let's go.
Standing in now, Matt Carpenter. 2 balls and a strike to Matt Carpenter. Cishek playing here in his age 31 season. He was a 5th-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. And he looks at a sinker for a called 3rd strike, and now there are 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 23.
Here's Marcell Ozuna, and with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. A bouncer up the middle, gloved by Russell, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 left for the Cardinals. They're still down. It's 2-0.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Cardinals, number 44, Luke Gregerson.
Ben Zobrist will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. The 1-1. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Misses, ball 2. The 2-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And that one just missed outside.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
Now the payoff pitch home. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Albert Almora. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Here's the 2-1. Way in front of a great slider that time.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Here now the 2-2. Hits are even right now at 5 aside.
Shut him down now.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Little dribbler down the line. That's a foul ball.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Into right field. That's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting, second baseman, Javier Baez.
Here's Javier Baez. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Let's go, Cardinals.
Good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Ready for another chance? Chris Bryant, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Zobrist over at second. Almora at first. 1 gone. High fly ball out to deep right field. Back goes Fowler at the track. Gone. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field, and the Cubs have now opened this up to a 5-0 lead.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. His lifetime numbers against Gregerson. He's 0 for 4.
Let's go, Cardinals. Go, Cardinals, go.
Look into Molina. Now the 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Ready on 1 and 2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. On the ground to the right side, and that's going to be a base hit for Rizzo.
Hey, look at this guy compete right there. Nice base hit. Are you kidding me? He had already had the hat trick. He was staring the golden sombrero straight in the face, and he said, no thanks.
Into the box, Wilson Contreras. Inside with the fastball, and he works the base on ball.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Digging in once again, Kyle Schwarber. He was a ground out victim last time up. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1 and 2 now. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
And he lays off, so it's full now. 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Another full count pitch home. Gets him looking up around the letters.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Into the box now, Addison Russell. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there. Base hit, and the throw in gets away from him, but they'll catch a break as the runners are going to stay where they are here as there's no advance.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Tommy La Stella will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 2, Tommy La Stella.
Grounder down the line at third, but this will get fouled. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch popped up, dives, and he makes the catch. How about that for an exclamation point to the end of the inning? Another look at a gem at third base as this ball is speared midair. We're back at Busch Stadium right after this.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Chicago, number 37, Justin Wilson.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yadier Molina. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Full count now, 3-2. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Jose Martinez. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here's the 0-2. Missed with a slider. Wilson, a former Detroit Tiger. He was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Molina aboard here at first with nobody out. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2. Paul DeYoung waits on deck. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Schwarber is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Here's Colton Wong now. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Hit on the ground to short. Russell has it. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Cards leave one. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Greg Holland will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Greg Garcia is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 35.
Here's Ben Zobrist now.
Let's win, Cardinals!
The 1-1 home is laid off of down and in.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
The 2-1. Soft liner towards first, but no problem at first, and that's the first out.
Center fielder, number 5, Albert Almora.
And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. A ball and 2 strikes. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. The 1-2. It is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball. One out, nobody on. Little flare out to left, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Javier Baez.
Ready for another shot now. Javier Baez. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Down the first baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Stepping in now, Chris Bryant. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. The 1-2. Misses above the zone for a ball.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. The Cubs are on top 5-0.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Chicago, number 32, Ryan Johnson.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Greg Garcia. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one.
All right, Cardinals, let's go.
The 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
The batter, right fielder.
Digging in and looking for more, Dexter Fowler. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is line to left. Schwarber is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
Center fielder, number 28, Tommy Pham.
Digging in to try it again, Tommy Pham. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Cardinals down to their final strike here. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Barring any late turnaround, the win would belong to John Lester. One strike from a shutout. Here it comes. A shot down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
5-0 the final score today. The Cubbies took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. John Lester is credited with the win. Carlos Martinez pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.